Hey guys, Mike here. This is my 3.5 months on T video plus 2 days. I didn't get around to doing it a couple days ago. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about some, I'm not used to this, changes that I've had. Couple changes I've noticed in the last 2 weeks. I'm still getting hair, a little bit more hair, especially on my thighs. It's like these little guys that just pop up, and I notice more and more of them happening. And same thing on my chest now and my belly. So I was getting some before, but it's just like friggin' a garden down there. It just keeps going. Anyway, another thing with working out, two things. I'm definitely seeing more tone. Well, I guess three things. More tone. And then when I'm working out, I sweat a lot more than I used to. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's just something that you kind of just develop on testosterone. If I don't know. I'm sure bio guys, they probably sweat more than girls. I don't know. My point is I'm sweating more than I used to. Yeah, so that was an interesting thing to see, and it's been happening the last couple weeks. My routine, my workouts. I change it up from cardio to like to weight lifting every other day. So, and I haven't really intensified much. So, it's not based on that. It's I think genetics or hormones and stuff. Genetics, hormones. Another thing, veins. I'm more veiny than I used to be. And that comes in with the tone, the more tone. So when I'm lifting, my veins will just pop out. So that's it's pretty interesting. Oh no, here I go again. What else? Well, I'm in a hotel. I've been out on a business trip for work, and yeah, that's what the weird picture. I don't know. I don't know. It's not mine. But yeah. So work is a good segue. I'll go into it on another video at some point, but I have to use my birth name at work because of I work for the government, so, and I've been a co-op with them, and so there's just it's a weird like Spider-Man, Clark Kent, that's Superman. But I'm just saying, like a superhero. There we go. There's a huge ego for you. No, I'm not saying I'm a superhero. I'm saying it's like a two identity sort of thing. So it's I take a ferry to work. Not here, but I always look at that as being like my transition time mentally for me, to just get ready to be able, it's like at first I went from college and then to my job, and at college everybody, even some of my teachers, called me Mike. But everybody, my entire, for a year and a half, almost 2 years, everybody, was calling me Mike, and so to go from that to my job where I spend 9 hours of the day, and you're called by your birth name. It's like, what? I mean, I'm looking into to getting my name changed, legally, and I'm gonna see what that means for my job. But I'm hoping that my coworkers will be okay with it. Unfortunately, my job kind of draws people more from the not so open-mindedness area, so I'm not sure how they're gonna take it. Um, Government work, a lot of a lot of a lot of patriots, a lot of I'm not dissing at all. I'm just saying I've just experienced, at least where I am. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, okay, where I am, I feel like people aren't as accepting. Like where I'm from, where I work, where I usually am. But I'm out here visiting another base, and I've been here for a month, and I'll be here for another month. And they are so cool. Like I feel better out here. I feel like people are a little more um, understanding and aware of things, and I've come out to more people here than I have come out, to people back home, um, at work, just because I don't know, it's one of those scary things. I think I'm a little bit more, like okay with coming out here and saying, hey, actually, my name is Mike, because, sorry, I was checking the time, because I have nothing to worry about. I'm only here for 2 months, like, I'm not going to see them probably after this, but at work, it's like, could I get fired? Could I, lose my job? Could I have to pay them back? Anyway, these things I'll talk about some other time, because further down the way, I'm gonna have to tell my boss, because I mean, hopefully eventually I'll change a little bit more, um, you know, facial wise. That's another thing, and so I'm gonna have to tell him. But that's another thing is that I've noticed is a lot of guys transition, and you can see a huge difference, and I don't see that, and I know that there's the whole, well, it's your own body, and you see yourself every day, and you can't really tell, what changes you've had, but I don't know, it just, like, I look at pictures, and there's not a big difference. I mean, you can tell a difference, but it's almost, I wonder if, maybe all trans guys feel that way. Maybe we all do. Maybe it's, I don't know. But I feel like sometimes it's really drastic, and I'm wondering if it's because I was pretty masculine, before taking T, and I was fortunate to pass a lot of the time. My voice is, what's a main difference, but it was deeper than two. And it's weird, isn't, my hormone levels were actually where they were supposed to be at. So I don't know what that was, but so I just haven't seen a big difference. That's my point. Sometimes I ramble, and I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, yeah, those are my, well, I don't know, that's what I was going to talk about, I guess, or what I ended up talking about. So we'll see how things go. In 2 weeks, I'll still be here, still where I'm working now, temporarily. And actually, one of my problems is I'm running low on tea, and I'm out here. But I've been taking the right prescription, but I'm low, which, like the right amount, but I'm lower than where I should be, which doesn't. I mean, I could understand maybe being like a dose behind or like a dose or two short, but I'm 5 doses short, which I don't understand how that could be possible. Um, I mean, I'm not measuring it out wrong. I've been over that with the doctor already, and I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah. Anyway, hope you guys have a good week, and yeah, peace out.